emotional. Hey, what's up, friends? Welcome back, and anyone who's brand new here, welcome to the show. My name's Anton, and this is the Anton Zachor Rock Show, and today's episode is brought to you by Sharon, who has requested that we check out the song Use Somebody by the band Kings of Leon. And this is on the album Only by the Night, which came out in 2008. And to anyone who doesn't know who Kings of Leon are, they are an American rock band that was formed in Nashville, Tennessee in 1999. Now, obviously, Kings of Leon is a very famous band. I know of them. I've definitely heard this song kind of on the radio in passing when I was a kid, but I've never sat down and listened to this and really given it much attention and thought. So, as I always say, it's like, I've heard it, but I haven't actually listened to it. You know what I mean? But yeah, so I'm excited to check this out because I don't remember too much about these guys, but I remember they had a bit of a kind of a ambient sound, I think. But anyway, so yeah. Also, before we get into this one as well, I forgot to mention, if you guys have any song requests for me, please leave them in the Discord, first link down below. And that's it. So let's get to Kings of Leon, Use Somebody. That's not in 4/4. I don't think so, is it?
I've been roaming around, always looking down at all I see. Painted faces fill the places I can't reach. You know that I can use somebody.
Yeah, this is coming back to me. That right there, that note.
Know that I can use somebody.
He has a very interesting voice, eh?
Someone like you and all you know and how you speak. Countless love.
Instrumentally, are these guys very influenced by you too? Because I don't know if you guys can hear, I feel like a bit of almost like the Edge's guitar sound in the background. That just the way it shimmers, you know? Like very cool. I love when the Edge does that, but I'm liking this. This is, again, kind of, in a sense, how I remembered it. Like, just, all I remember is these guys were like kind of ambient.
Someone like you and all you know and how you speak. Countless lovers under cover of the street. You know that I can use somebody.
Oh, you can feel it building.
You know that I can use somebody. Someone like you.
What album is this? Their fourth or fifth? Like I feel like they found their sound.
Off in the night while you live it up, I'm off to sleep. Waging war to shape the poet and the beat. I hope it's gonna make you notice. I hope it's gonna make you notice. Someone
Good
like
drumming.
me. Someone like me. Someone like me. Somebody.
Very cool voice. Very emotional. cool. Incredibly well produced. Guitar guitar solo.
I've been roaming around, always looking down at all I see.
Man, that was a great song. So yeah, that was not like, you know, all I really remembered of that was that like one note, just to use somebody. But that is a very good song, and I love how they finished it. I love songs that have this big bridge, and then how they end is they bring it up and they just bring it out. You know what I mean? It's just like it has such a, I don't want to overuse the word emotional quality, but there's just something. There's something about like just finishing it very quiet. You know what I mean? Goo Goo Dolls does this sometimes. I love it when Goo Goo Dolls does this. If anything, this band, Kings of Leon, I feel like they could have like fit into like the late alternative rock 90s pretty well. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like they have a lot of influence of that, and then like U2. Like that's kind of what I'm hearing of like kind of like those, you know, Matchbox 20, Goo Goo Dolls, Counting Crows. And then like kind of U2, that's like a big kind of influence I'm picking up from these guys. But man, all in all, just yeah, he not only is this band really interesting, but he's very interesting. His voice is very interesting. And what I mean by that is like, there's a lot of bands that do this big crescendo thing at the end, and it's my favorite thing in the world. I've talked about it a million times. I love the big epic crescendo at the end of songs, right? But so many bands, when they have that big crescendo, they have this very anthemic, powerful, like boom, that sound to it. You know what I mean? Just the singer, that bam. And what's interesting about this one is while the song was expanding, getting really big in the background, his voice stayed very tender, very ethereal, very soft, very sensitive, very emotional. Again, like tender, like he just has this very sensitive, tender side to him that I really love. In that it's really interesting when you have a backing band that they do mesh very well together, because they have this atmospheric, shimmering guitar style. But it's like the way this song this was like an anthem song, but his vocal style transforms it, makes it very unique. If anything, that's what the cool thing about a good vocalist is that a good vocalist can take a song that everyone else has written a million times, but just with their voice change up the entire landscape. You know what I mean? Like if you threw Chris Daughtry over this song, or Chad Kroeger of Nickelback, or like, you know, like a more powerhouse vocalist, it would be a very different song. And because it's him, he just, like, even like Counting Crows, I feel the same thing. Like if you threw Counting Crows on this, again, it would be different. You know what I mean? Again, kind of tender, softer from at least what I know about Counting Crows. But yeah, this was absolutely very cool. Like I love the, just like I said, the instrumental. I love the build up. I love the vocal style. The drummer, very interesting for alternative rock too, like radio rock kind of stuff, because he was doing some pretty cool stuff. He was able to like raise up the tension, the energy very well on the kit. The guitar, very kind of similar to, yeah, you know what I mean, U2. But let's jump in the lyrics here for a second. You somebody. As he mentions here, Caleb was feeling blue on medication, alcohol after surgery when he wrote the lyrics. Oh, wow. And this was 9 years into their career, man. Wow. Let's see if it says anything at the bottom. Oh, I love it when they actually say things about it. What the artist said about the song, Caleb told Uncut Magazine the story of the song. The meat of the song was written on tour. When I came up with it, I could use somebody. I didn't know if I was talking about a person or home or God. I felt immediately that it was a big song and it scared me away. Then when we were writing the record, Matthew kept saying, "What's that song, man?" And I acted like I didn't know what he was talking about. And finally I went, "All right, we'll do it." And as soon as we started to play it, the producers looked up and said, "Whoa, that's a good song." And I was like, okay, we have it. Well, yeah, this This is a special song. I remember it was big back in the day too. I think 2008, I was grade 8. I think I was in grade 8 when this came out. Yeah, I kind of like vaguely remember. Yeah, I don't actually remember when I heard this song, but I remember I was younger. But yeah, I've been roaming around, always looking down at all I see. Painted faces fill the places I can't reach. You know that I could use somebody. Somebody like you and all you know and how you speak. Countless lovers under cover of the street. You know that I could use somebody. Someone like you. That's interesting. I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but sometimes like you read very simple lyrics that again have been said a million times. Like this is not the first time I've heard these exact words. But some artists have a way of putting the words that we all use all the time together in just a specific way that you can feel it for some reason more than more than you usually can. You know what I mean? Like I feel what he's talking about. Off in the night, while you live it up and I'm off to sleep, waging wars to shape the poet and the beat. I hope it's gonna make you notice someone like me. I hope it's gonna make you notice someone like me. He has that eternal question that I've had before too, of just like you just want to be loved and appreciated, you know? I feel like everybody kind of has that deep down. Like I think that's everybody's fundamental question. You know, I want you to notice me. I don't want you to like notice me. I want you to see me. I want you to see who I really am. I want you to see that I'm not a waste of space on this earth. You know? I feel like we're all kind of asking for that. But anyway, and then I love that, the outro, bringing it all back to the first line of this. Oh man, that's so genius. Oh man, that's fucking genius. Bringing it back to the first line of the song. Close loop, full circle. You know what I mean? Right back to where we started, that question. I've been roaming around, always looking down at all I see. Anyway, amazing song. Now, what are your favorite songs by Kings of Leon? Let me know. And what should we check out next? Let me know. And lastly, I want to give a big shout out to all of my tier 3 patrons. So we got Brianna, Amber, Adam, Britt, Daphne, David, Francis, Kelly, Ken, Laura, Melissa, Russ, and Sharon. So shout out to all of you, and I'll see everybody again tomorrow. I love you.